Welcome back to the channel, guys. Here's another episode on Leaky Liz.
Okay. Makes it easier when you've got the big boy. Okay. There we go. And obviously the other side is just reversal of this one. See if we get that popped off. And there goes the washers I forgot to pull off. All right, so we have two ways to split the ball joint. We can use the old hammer way, or we can use, where is it in my cart? We can use the ball joint pop. Shouldn't need to use that. Needs not being on that hard really. So let's just get in there and give it a hit. The other side broke free pretty easy. There it goes. So to make it a little easier, we're just going to take the center protection out, which is not that great really. I'm going to take this off, I think. And then this can come out in one piece. Just make it a little bit easier. We'll see. Right, that's loose. Let's see here. Oh, I'm going to fix that power steering pump. All right, take that off. And then this should be able to pop right out. There we go. I think while we have the bracket out, we'll give it a quick clean. That's many years of nastiness. So let's go do that.
Okay, let's get this track rod, steering guard cleaned up. Sounds like we might need a new guard on this. Let it soak up for a bit. That was better. I want to say I got this this broom or brush, sorry, for the. It just goes onto the wand with a rubber hose. I want to say I got it from Amazon for about $20. It's amazing what you can find on Amazon, eBay, Marketplace.
All right, it's time to take the bolts out of the radius arm using a breaker bar because you can't get the impact in here. It's a little tight, so that one I just broke free. The one on the back's going to be more of a pain. There we go, coming out. Now I can get a regular ratchet on that. And yeah, we'll get that back one. Same process. We'll get the back one broken out. And get this on the way to being done. Okay. Switch over to the ratchet. And we should be able to get these out. As long as we put it on the right way. All right, so we got the other axle stand in. Just gonna try and get these nuts and bolts out in. So let's see. Everything's in the way now. Awesome. Might be able to get it. It's about there. It is right there too. Maybe if I put the pressure on the radius arm, might make it a little bit easier. If anybody's got any questions, feel free to comment. I'm just here doing this for enjoyment, really. I'm not making any money. This is just for me to learn. That's better. That's for me to learn. By any means, this is not a how-to video. This is just how I'm doing it, and I'm pretty much figuring it out as I go along. So, there's that, you know? See if I get that back one out. It was easy. Let's give this a shot. Let's go. There it went. Well, great. Now the axle dropped and bound up the bolt. So now I'm going to lift the axle up a little bit more. I'll let this down a little bit. Wait. Let me take this out. Oh, maybe that one. Let's see. We had too much pressure on it. Maybe I did. Because the axle didn't move, so let's see. Get that hole to line up a bit better again. Oh, there we go. That's helping, I think. There we go. It's going to want to fall, I know that much. So, it's about to come out. I'll move you over into here. You might be able to see me take it out a little bit easier, hopefully. All right. The hammer again. Oh yeah, it's definitely coming. Okay. Alright, hopefully it doesn't want to fall out too bad when we get there. Let's get the cart in here. Let's see if we can handle this up. There we go. Everything's in the way, as usual. Of course, the bolt is stuck. Only stuck for a minute now. Real close to coming out. There she is. Okay. Wait, falling, so bolts there. Okay. Now we just gotta get it out. So let's see how that's gonna happen. Alright. definitely. This old worn out bushing is definitely holding me up. Get it pried off, it'll be alright. Hey, there we go. Got it. And there she is, she's out. All right. There it is. And you can see the bushings are, there we go, in focus. Okay, the bushings are definitely seen better days. They're not the worst, but there is cracking, and there was definitely movement on it. So we'll get the other side out, and get these off to Bradley, and he'll get them all sandblasted for us. We'll paint them up the same blue. We'll wire brush these, get them cleaned up. By any means, this isn't a full restoration of this thing. We're trying to keep this a driver. She does see the trail, so. All right, let's turn the light on this real quick. There we go. Okay, so we just got the bushing off. This was the passenger side. This is a right-hand drive car, so just so everybody knows, passenger side, left-hand side of the car for British. Obviously, it'd be opposite if you're a left-hand drive car. But the bushings will get him roll. The whole thing was moving like this on the axle when we turned. And we can kind of see right in here that it's split. But if we put just a little bit of pressure on, yeah, that one is gone. You can see it just. And then this one, the back bushing isn't as bad. But there is a little bit of play and the start of a split against the sleeve right in here. So it was definitely time. Definitely time. And again, we're using Polybush from Polybush UK, made in Wrexham. This is the dynamic. You have 3 different settings for Polybush. You have the blue, which is the soft comfort ride dynamic, which gives you just ever so slightly a stiffer ride, and then you have the red for a very stiff ride. And you'd most probably use the red bushings if you're going with a lowered suspension and all that kind of stuff. We're going off-road, so we're going to be stretching the suspension a little bit more than we would with just a regular on-road bushing. So we went with a little bit of a harder bushing just so it can hold up over time. I think that was my thinking on it. And then we have the Old Man Emu springs. I've just went through and marked them for which is the front, which is which side. And we have the Old Man Emu shocks, which we picked up. So we just need to get some new bushings for the shocks because it's missing some. They came off a truck and they didn't retain the washers, nuts, or the bushings. So that'll be another project once we have the outriggers replaced on this thing, which we do have new outriggers to put in. Came from LR Parts out of Liverpool. Great company. Check them out. Pretty much everything I've got comes through LR Parts. They help with the tariffs over here in America and the shipping and everything like that. So right now. So I even bought the Polybush through the LR Parts, and they got it all sorted out for me. But yeah, you get let me see if I still got it. You get it in a box, and you get the list of everything and where everything goes. The only thing that doesn't, when you buy a full kit, you don't get these bushings for the A-arm. They're separate, along with the bump stops and the shocks. So I'm going to be getting the shocks bushing soon, and I'm going to get the same bushings because I'm going to have to order another steering dampener too. So I'm going to get the steering dampener, front and rear shock bushings, and possibly at some point we'll do the bump stops. And if we really want to get crazy with it, we'll go get engine mounts as well. And then the only other bushings we really need to replace, engine mounts were okay because the engine just went in. But I noticed one of the transmission bushings is starting to go. It's getting some cracks on it. So that one needs to be replaced at some point. So if anybody's got a recommendation on something, I'll take a look at Polybush, see if they make one, or make them, I should say, and we'll see. All right, so now this will be off to get sandblasted, and then we'll paint it up back in the shop and reinstall. While they're out, we'll most probably have my buddy Sean come in and weld these outriggers in to the truck. I got a little bit of work for him to do. Oh, a little bit of work for me to do before he gets here. We're going to take the steps off and take the mud flaps off and everything. Just get some easier access, and he should be good to go with that. And I got a breather line there. I'm going to have to move that, I think. Yeah, got a breather line. I've got to move that out of the way while he's welding. I don't want to get that messed up. Yeah, that's the unknown scary stuff. It's gone all up on the top. Typical Defender, rusting from the inside out. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and help the channel out. Leave us a comment, and we'll look forward to getting everything back together for the next video. And that will be up as soon as everything gets in stock into the shop. Catch you later.